Welcome in, you filthy animals. It's Saturday, you weekend warriors. I see you out there, all 19 of you. Yeah, you got it. You got it early. You got 18. There's 18 now. We're dropping like flies already. I just went live. Why are you leaving? Stay, leave, lurk in the background. It's all gravy, baby. Guys, it's 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so you know what that means. That means that from coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, we're live. Go ahead and Spartan kick that like button. Do it for me.
This is Sparta!
Please, please Spartan kick that like button. I would greatly appreciate it, guys. What a week it's been. Recently released a new video. Some less expensive stuff for you guys. Here you go. This was on there. This was one of them. Super good knives coming out of QSP recently. And they are going all in on the glide lock. You know, it's funny because the glide lock was it's their crossbar lock, right? And they came out with their first version of that last year. And then I swear we heard nothing. And then recently they're like, you know what? Everything is a crossbar style lock now. Everything. Oh man, I just realized I didn't set up my my chat. Hold on. We'll take care of this. We'll take care of this right now. Sample user, first one in. I'm just kidding. Lone Star Cowboy, what's up, man? He says second to comment. Maybe my chat doesn't go up far enough. I have a feeling that I'm not actually getting the very first one, but at least you're number one on my screen. You're number one on my screen. I know you could be anywhere in the world right now. Could be anywhere. Could be Turkey, could be Texas. I don't know. But I appreciate you coming in either way. Welcome into Lone Star Cowboy. Welcome into Henry G. Bluetooth Blades, Wicked Dream Designs. Sorry. Voice started to cut out on me. Marco. There he is. Mr. Marco. TC Blades. Cat Scratch. Ground Fog. B Shady. Jeremy Nidro. Big Jim. Welcome in, Big Jim. Good to see you. Welcome into Larry Curvin. What's up, man? Good to see you. Vavelsky in the house. We got Fred the Lug. We got some heavy hitters in the chat today. Love it. Oh, he said what's the knife in the screen? The waiting screen that was up. The waiting screen that was up had the Machine Wise Mojave. One of my favorite knives, period, and probably what is the best knife released in 2025. I'm just going to say it. Machine Wise is on a whole different level when it comes to American made production quality. They have enough of their process that is done by hand where I would go as far as to call it one of the best mid-techs money can buy. But the truth is that there is a lot of mid-tech knives out there that people don't know anything about. And it's interesting. You know, oftentimes I'll change the waiting screen picture to something that's relevant. You know, I didn't even carry it today. But the theme for tonight's live is chasing the dragon or chasing the Grail. And it spawned from a thought that I had. The thought was, do we really chase knives, or do we chase that feeling when you get exactly what you expected when you finally get that really nice knife? Is it the knife that we chase, or is it the feeling? Are we chasing the Grail, or are we chasing the dragon? Or is it a little bit of both? And that's a really interesting thought to me. You know, are we addicted to that feeling of perfection, of finally getting something that you wanted for months, or had to wake up early, take a break from your day job to get in on a knife drop? It's really interesting to me. And so that's what tonight's live stream theme is all about. Are we chasing the knife, or are we chasing the dragon? Both have diminishing returns. All right. It's a good time to go ahead and hydrate. It's just water. It's just water. It's just water. Welcome into Jim Miller. What's up, Jim? Good to see you, my friend. Did I say hi to Bluetooth Blades? What's up, Blue? Good to see you, man. Welcome into Mike and Ike's EDC. Salvo Zen, what's up, man? What's up, Casey? Hey, shout out to my man, The Ponds, who's been a channel member for 11 months. It says new member when it pops up, but on my end, it says 11 months. The Ponds, thank you for riding with the channel, man. And welcome into my friend, Top Dog. What's up, Top Dog? Good to see you, brother. Welcome into, I did miss one. Ian Coates. Channel mods aplenty tonight. What's up, Ian? He says, I don't chase grails or dragons. I just chase the thrill of being noticed by whoever's live I'm in. It's funny to me because Ian's in all of the lives. There was a time where I was like, I'm going to try to get in on every single live stream for every single channel that I see, just to see, how people do things, what they do, if I can adapt anything cool from them, bring it here. And I swear, every single live stream, there he was. Ian was in every single live stream. Ian's all over the place. I don't know how he does it. I don't have the time. So I admire people that do. Welcome into Sean. Wow, the chat jumped, so I just skipped a bunch of people. If I skipped you, I am sorry. Welcome into Sterling Stutes, Paul Mills, Roger Baker. What's good, Roger? Good to see you, man. Bluetooth Blades has been a channel member for 15 months.
This is Sparta!
Yeah, Spartan kick the like buttons for those diehards out there. Appreciate you guys. Top Dog says, I'm all in for the dragon. We're talking about knives, not drugs. Knives, right? I think. Probably. Ian says, I'm in for dragon. Anyways, I can't believe that I fell for it. Damn it, Ian. This is a family channel. I swear, I never cussed on my live streams. And then all of a sudden, Ian's like, he's going to read my comment. He's going to read my comment. Ian says, lately, I'm mostly dedicated to Cole and you. I'll pop in for 5 to 10 minutes on Gear Goons or Stevie. A lot of my favorite creators don't do lives no more. Yeah, man. You know whose live stream I used to really enjoy watching? Because the quality was top notch. If I was ever chasing a channel's quality, it was probably Everyday Minimalist. Everyday Minimalist quality is outstanding. And he does it in such a subtle way that you don't understand what he's doing unless you've edited videos or unless you've produced a live stream before. But when you see the quality of what he does, everything from the audio to the video to the camera switches, the background music is really good and neutral. People don't complain about it. It's all great. And I don't know what happened, if maybe his day job just started paying him more. But I swear, like all of a sudden, he just disappeared from my feed. So that was the one that was the one live stream that I watched, and I was like, man, I gotta do better. Another good one is probably, what's his name? I don't really watch his channel. Marine X. I don't really watch a lot of his content. It's just not my style, but his quality is fantastic. You gotta appreciate the time and effort that goes into producing good content, especially good live content. Like, it's one anybody can take a piece of footage and edit it and figure out, here's where I cut to make sure that the flow is good. Here's what I do to make sure that everything is catchy and whatever. Anybody can do that on pre-recorded content. But when you do it live, like when you have a good live stream setup, that's a whole different ball game. Marine X has great live stream content. Everyday Minimalist had great live stream content. Really enjoyed watching their live streams. And of course, Cole over at Tri-State is just super entertaining. Let's be honest, the dude is funny. He's super funny. And you don't need a whole lot of fancy editing or anything like that when your personality carries the day. Blue says, if I had time or knowledge, I would do better. I have neither. The more I learn, the more I understand that I know very little when it comes to producing and editing. I just know enough to make stuff in a style that I can call my own. Ian says, speaking of EDM, he did his 34,858th return to live stream. He's tried to return so many times. I'm back. I don't know why that's funny to me. That is funny. Top Dog says, I still watch Marine X, even when he recommends a piece of gear that is subpar. I watch some of his stuff. Some of his stuff, like, for me, I don't have a whole lot of time anymore. I've got my day job. I've got my side job. I got my family. I don't have hobbies. I have a knife and EDC channel. So my time, I have to really budget my time out, because the more time I spend doing other things, the less time I spend, on channel content. And that's just no good. It's just no good. I'm going to try to get down there. Ian Coates with the $5 super.
This is Sparta!
He says, don't do better lives. Do you? Don't chase the dragon of others' success. Own your uniqueness and authenticity. Your role. Be the best role you can be. That's a really good sentiment, honestly, because a lot of people get stuck being like, well, such and such successful channel does it this way. Such and such successful channel does it this way. I should do it this way. And I agree with you. I think that oftentimes we try to recreate that which we see as successful. But the problem with doing that from a content creator standpoint is that you're always chasing somebody else's success, and they already have more experience doing that than whoever's trying to follow in their footsteps. I have given advice to several small channels in the past, and the advice is always to find your lane and your own path forward, and then just become really good at that. Because if you, for example, I'll just say it like it is. I feel like there's a lot of channels out there that watch Metal Complex do his thing, and they're like, well, Metal Complex does it on a cell phone and he does it like this. I'm going to do it the same way. It works. But what people don't understand is that those channels have something that nobody else has. They have that uniqueness that you're talking about, Ian. They have the experience doing it. They have their voice. They've gotten their voice and their thoughts out there in a way that people really enjoy. And that's why those channels are successful. It's not about the equipment. It's not about anything else. It's purely about how they present the content. So you are 100% right, sir. Ian, thank you so much for the $5 super.
Change, you filthy animal.
Definitely appreciate it. Says Vinny Bag of Donuts. Great. Is that a My Cousin Vinny reference? I love it. That is a great handle. Says, I used to know a guy named Vinny who broke kneecaps. Doesn't sound like someone I'd want to owe money to. TC Blade says, it's a struggle trying to make content when battling ADHD. I could totally see that. I get distracted really easily. I really do. I'll be sitting there trying to do research for a video that I'm making. Like maybe I'm trying to look up, is this a hollow grind? Is this a flat grind? And then all of a sudden, something pops up and I look at the clock and I've just spent 20 minutes lost in the sauce. Do I have ADHD? I have no idea. I've never been diagnosed. I just know that I get distracted really easily. I can focus on one thing real well until something distracts me, and then I focus on that. Jim says, Ian is exactly right. Wait, what did I just type? Welcome into Brian Dixon. What's up, Brian? Good to see you, man. Oh, man. You guys crack me up. You do. It's always a good time in these live streams. All right, I'm going to catch up with the chat now. You might be wondering, Rolls, what did you carry today? Let's talk about something knife related. What did you carry today? I haven't done my video on it yet. This is the latest addition to the collection. This is the SPK Lamia. This is a knife that wasn't even on my radar. Like, I knew it existed. I knew people loved this knife. I did not understand it. It's so good. It's so good. You want to know more about why this knife is so impressive to me? Stay tuned. Content coming sometime in the near future. Yeah, sometime in the near future. Freaking SPK Lamia. TC Blade says, Shambo has always made himself available to answer questions about the YouTube game. Yeah, honestly, I'll say this. The way that I do things is not the way that everyone should do things. When I give people advice, it's just based on my own experience. And a lot of times, you know, people disagree with me. There's big channels out there that I've been in the same chats with, and I've answered questions, and those bigger channels are like, no, you should absolutely do it like this. But you should never copy another channel. You should take inspiration from those who are doing it well. And that's something that I've always tried to do, is be inspired. When you are inspired, you do amazing things. Papa Rhino in the house. Dude, Papa Rhino, I feel like it's been forever, man. He says, I hear we're chasing dragons in here. I just caught one. The SPK Lumia. This was in my pocket. Guys, what was in your pocket today? Let me know in the Only Spartans Discord if you're there. If you're not in the Only Spartans Discord, let me know in the chat. Right now, I'm working on a strategy to open up pocket checks to anybody on the live that wants to. I'm thinking about doing a hashtag on Instagram. I haven't figured out what I want that hashtag to be, though. Top says, I never disagree with Rolls. He is mean. How dare you? No, you honestly, I love it when people disagree with me, and when they challenge me on something that I disagree about, because it makes me think about the details and the why behind why I believe something. Yeah, absolutely, Papa Rhino. Welcome back, dude. It's good to see you, man. TC Blade says machine-wise inspires. Yes. The Mojave is the longer I've had the Mojave, the more impressed by it I am. Ian says, crap, forgot to post it in the live pocket check, but I got something special. Ooh. We'll give people some time to go ahead and post before we head on over to the Discord and check it out. Papa Rhino says Spyderco Sage 5 S90V and Pro X Custom Scales. Pro X Custom Scales. I'm not familiar with those. You know what? I'm going to look them up real quick. Pro X Custom Sage Scales. I've never heard of them, but I love modifying knives. I've got several on my table right now. This one has been hard to keep out of my pocket lately too. This is of course, the Para 3 and 15V with contoured titanium handle scales by Rips Garage Tech. Yeah, I'll say that again. Rips Garage Tech. Don't sleep on Rips Garage Tech. When it comes to custom scales, man, they do fantastic. Look at that. Drop shut, no wiggle, perfectly centered. It's so good. I just died. I hate sneezing on live streams. Pro X Custom Scales. Pro X Custom Scales. Why can't I find those? I'm looking for it on I'm looking for it on the Google. I mean, shoot, I'll show you guys. I'm looking for it. Where is Pro X? I see Parsons. Ooh. See, this is what happens. This is how easily I get distracted. Because immediately I saw Parsons. I'm like, wait, have they done a set for the Sage 6? They said that they would. Right? They said that they would. Sage 5. They haven't yet. They have not yet. Parsons is supposed to make the best scales for the Sage model. On Instagram, they mentioned that they were, of course, going to do the Sage 6 when it released. Well, it's been out. I want to know where's the scales at. That's what I want to know. Night Rare in the house. Welcome back, battalion leader of 9 months. Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, we have different membership levels. There's recruit, there's Spartan, and then there's battalion leader. Night Rare, good to see you, man. We've missed you too. He says, I've missed y'all. How has everyone been doing? Having a good summer? How did the move go, Roll? Are you enjoying Idaho? You know what? I've been doing good. I've been working on getting into the production swing of things here. It's crazy to me how something is as simple as moving. Like, all my equipment came with me, right? Like my camera, my lighting, my microphone, everything came with me. But all of a sudden, getting back into my production flow for regular content for the channel has been a little tough. The time management here is different than it was when I was in, Spydercoville, USA. But I'm starting to get back into a flow. starting to refine my thing. It's weird. Changing like the background of the room that I'm in for some reason has made it feel different. So rediscovering myself here in Idaho, I guess, as a content creator. The move went good. Nothing got lost. Nothing got broken. As far as enjoying Idaho, I've lived here before. Yeah, I've lived here before. Not specifically in this area. This is a new area for me. But I'm really enjoying the fact that I am literally less than 3 miles away from the Chris Reeve shop. Like that's crazy. Koenig Knives, also in the same town as me. Crazy. Talked to a rep from Buck Knives yesterday, also in Idaho. Crazy. Like I might be in the knife mecca, the USA made knife mecca. And that's really, really cool and exciting for me as a fan of the hobby, as an enthusiast, to just be in the same space. It's cool. It feels like I've found an element to work in, and I really like that. I'm missing all of my familiar things that really helped me. Like when I was in Colorado, I lived at that time across the street from a park that was basically a wildlife reserve. It had water features, like it had awnings that went out over these big old man-made ponds. There was herons, place you could walk your dog. I could take my dog for a walk and also do photography at the same time. There's some really cool parks here in Boise that I've discovered and I've been using to take photos, but now I have to drive like 10 to 15 minutes. So it's different, it is different. Just catching my flow here in the great state of Boise. Just kidding. It's the great state of Idaho. It's a joke. It's a joke. Boise State. I'll move on. It's good to see you, man. Welcome in. Welcome back. All right. Hey, John Tagamori in the house. What's up, John? All right, guys. All right. All right. Let's see. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anything in the chat. He says re-roll Shambo. Man, you guys crack me up. Oh man. So there's a lot. There is a lot. I've been discovering recently just how deep the rabbit hole goes on things like mid-tech knives. And I'm gonna show you guys something. Some of you guys may have heard of this knife company, some may not. They're relatively new. They've started doing this within the last year or so, but I recently discovered them, and I want to show you guys because they're so freaking cool. American-made mid-tech knives, and yep, okay, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, bam! This is Mayberry Customs. Okay, Mayberry Customs makes what I would consider to be one of the coolest looking knives. Look at that. And no, that's not a plunge lock. That is a button operated compression lock. That's a button operated compression lock. Contoured handle scales, 3D milling, polished raw titanium, and the accents, the ano accents. Now apparently the pricing on these for an American made mid-tech, keep in mind, American-made mid-tech. Like, you'd look at that and you'd be like, wow, you're probably in the rosy range, right? You're probably looking at like, $900, $1,000. Apparently, if you get on this guy's books, you can get one of these for anywhere in the realm of $600 to $800, which for what it is, that is impressive to me. So that's the Mayberry Customs Gen 3 HDM. And the books are closed right now, but it's officially been added to my list. I just found out about these the other day, and it blew me away. I was looking at this, I'm like, there's no way. How is this not more well known? Where did they come from? Where did they go? Should have called it the Cotton Eye Joe. My point is that I've been looking at knives so much over the last 3 years, and this just popped up. How did I not know when this first came on the scene? I can't believe that I've been in the dark about this for the last year or so. It blows me away. That looks incredible. It looks freaking incredible. And then, of course, the moment that I saw that it was a, you know, button actuated compression style lock, even better. Is that the first mid-tech, not custom? Obviously, you know, you've got the Kevin Smock knives, but is that the first USA made mid-tech to use a button actuated compression lock, or what? Like, again, I'm not counting the Kevin Smock knives, because those are what I would consider to be full customs. But as far as a mid-tech production level knife, that's crazy. It's stupidly cool. It's absurd to me that these aren't more well known. So I figured I'd share that with you guys so that I'm not the only one jonesing over here. Like, that is next level. It's absurdly good. Mayberry Customs. And if anyone's got a direct line to Mayberry Customs, hook me up. Hook me up. I just want to experience one. Like, look at that. Even on, you got the sunburst milling on camo carbon fiber. Stop it. Stop it. I'm not the biggest Damasteel guy. Usually I feel like it's too pretty to use, but like, no, that's excellent. That's excellent. So now I'm jonesing for one of these. Like, they all look good. Here's a plain Jane one. Plain Jane one, fire. All right, so let's talk about what we can see here. So we've got contoured 3D milling on those titanium scales. What looks like at the minimum T8 hardware. I'm guessing probably T10. It's not. I don't think it's a single-sided captive pivot, but just because it has a double head doesn't mean that one side isn't captive. Button actuated compression lock, half-length backspacer, blind screwed pocket clip, 3D milled titanium, perfect centering. I would consider that to be a straight back blade shape. Deployment hole is your only option, but honestly, that's all you need. That's a damn good looking knife. Plain Jane, also great. Yeah, that's a win. That's a win. Look at this, purple anos. Purple ano. I love me some good purple ano. Polished tie. Purple accents. I'm just going to say it, you probably should have done that pocket clip in that same purple as well. That's the only thing that I would have changed on that one. I mean, not that that would keep me from wanting it. Damn it. It's not fair. It's not fair. How did I only just find out about them now? Just thought I'd share that with you guys. Found a new mid-tech knife maker. Thought it would be really cool to share. So if you didn't know, consider yourself in the know. Ian said, is Mayberry stealing brown knives homework? There's worse people to steal homework from. Although between you and me, I do hope that they do a harder heat treat on the Rockwell. Ah, shoot. My keyboard's about to die. Damn it. Don't mind me. You know, just doing some tech support midstream. I'm gonna plug this guy back in. There we go. All right. It would suck if all of a sudden I couldn't, you know, do the live stream because I forgot to charge important things like my keyboard. Hey, shout out to Top Dog for the $5.01 super. He says, why does Sparta always feel like home? You're home. Look, Top Dog has a forwarding address here. You guys should know this by now. He's got a forwarding address here. The mailman knows. Thank you for the $5.01 super, Top Dog. We definitely appreciate it, man. Jim Miller says, I'm happy with my Cambria. I've been hearing good things about the Cambria. The ProTech Cambria, that was shown at Blade Show and then released directly after, right? And I believe that you get carbon fiber inlaid on aluminum. It's a classy looking knife. For those who haven't seen it, we'll pull it up. Back to the screen share. Boom. ProTech Cambria flipper. I've been told by people who have handled this that this is in fact a step above the TR3 Integrity, which many consider to be one of the best, if not the best, American made button plunge lock knives, over knives like the Mordax, over knives like the Malibu. That's what people have said. That's what people have said. But the Cambria is one that just freshly hit. Look at that. That one's got, it's got a wood inlay. I swear I saw these with like camo carbon fiber inlays. This one, 300. Oh, it got the Collector Knife of the Year award. No big deal. Got some basket weave carbon fiber right there. All right. ProTech Cambria. I swear I saw one with carbon, like a camo carbon fiber inlay. I swear it. Wow, this one is only $3,200 with the custom scroll work. What looks like a Mike Irie, Mike Irie dual grind. It's crazy. Look at that. Beautiful. Bruce Shaw engraved, Mike Irie. So they had to send those. They had to send this knife out to multiple people. I mean, that's look, you even get the scroll work, like you get the little engravings on the pocket clip too. Like that knife is more super collector status. Like I don't see someone actually using that. That's probably going in someone's case, especially at $3,200. But here we go, Techno Carbo. They did have some in the colorful carbon fiber. Of course, they're, sold out now. Techno Carbo teal inlay. Magna Cut, $280. I'm not mad at that price. I'm not. Am I mad at the availability? Yes. Looks like, oh, they have another one. This one is the red, Techno Carbo red. I feel like that's not a good picture of that red though. That red looks more brownish. Is it just me? Is that a Techno Carbo red button inlay? What? I do wish that they had a thumb stud on here. Clamshell design, $280. That's not bad. That's not bad. Might have to put it on my hit list. What about, I know they have some on DLT. ProTech, Cambria. The teal is definitely, I think, where it's at. Of course, the teal is sold out. The red is still available. It doesn't look like there's a lot of red in that though. I mean, your mileage is going to vary, but like if you look at the teal one by comparison, the teal one seems to have more color in general. Look at that. The way more color. Hey, shout out to TC Blades with the $2 super. Said we need purple. Yeah, purple Techno Carbo would be sweet. We are talking about the Cambria still, right? Yeah, $280 is not bad. I 100% agree. $280 is a good price. American made. ProTech does a good heat treat. They've proven that over time, even though they don't advertise it, which I don't understand. If you do a good heat treat, why wouldn't you advertise that? If you are hitting Rockwell targets that the enthusiasts care about, why wouldn't you advertise that? ProTech needs to get on that. Whoever's in charge of their marketing needs to understand the demographic they're dealing with here. While there's a good amount of people that don't care, there's a good amount of people that do. And just like how left-handed people oftentimes avoid knives that aren't made with left-handed pocket clips in mind, you do get a lot of enthusiasts that say, well, if they don't advertise what the Rockwell is, what are the odds that they're not advertising it because they're not proud of it, right? That's my thought. If you don't advertise it, you're probably not proud of it. But ProTech has been indenter style Rockwell tested, and they hit good Rockwell heat treat targets. It's been proven 100%. That was a tangent and a half. Ian says Cambria was an OG of the OG's Protex. Is this like a secondary release? It can't be maybe they did do a previous release. Ed B says ASM Army, baby. Oh man, we're a family channel. You guys are over here getting me to cuss. What's up, Ed? Good to see you, man. Welcome in. Well, did I say hi, gas station knives? What's up, man? Says, can I get Andy Griffith to sign the knife too? Maybe. Yep. Okay, that makes sense. Cambria is an old design picture in new knife day. Okay. All right. Yeah. You know what? The red Techno Carbo looks better in that one. Like it pops more. That is a good looking knife. I like that's one of the pearl buttons, right? The pearl button inlay looks clean. Is that? For a second, I almost thought it was hand satin. I've only heard good things about this knife, so it sounds like it's a re-release of an older design. I'm here for it. 100%. You know what, guys? We're here already. Let's go ahead and get into the pocket checks. For those just coming in, what did I carry today? Today I carried this guy. This is the latest Grail to hit my collection. This is the SPK Lamia with the Nature Grip Gen 4 Vanax. Just wait. I'm going to come out with a video for this guy. What was in your pocket? If you're on the Only Spartans Discord or you are a channel member, you have an opportunity to show off with a picture what you carried in your pocket today. So we're going to go ahead and head on over and see. You got to scroll up here to the very tip top. Starting today. I think allergies might be getting me today. I'm sniffling. I'm sneezing. It's awful. Starting today with Nick T. Nick T's coming in hot with CKF Evo. Which generation is it? Is that the latest generation? That might be. That might be the latest gen. Nice. I like you got the water in the background. I dig it. You're on the docks. I'm here for it. Vabelsky, he's got a nice setup. Which bestech is that? I know these two. That bestech is going to haunt me. I feel like I should know what bestech that is. But he's got the Golden Design Works Subcaliber. Love that knife. That knife is fantastic. As far as button-operated frame locks go, fantastic. And then, of course, a knife that's very near and dear to me. That's the Peachy G9. Canadian-made, out the front. Canadian-made, out the front, gravity knife style utility blade, and it's perfect. Fits in the fifth pocket, no problem. It's a great secondary carry, you know, in case you want to whip through some tape and you just want to spare the edge on your knife, nice knife, and use your nice knife for something else. That is a fantastic knife. The Peachy G9 is underrated. Everyone that has tried one has loved it. Everyone who has not does not understand what they are missing out on. Get a Peachy G9. I'm not affiliated with them. It's just my personal opinion. Get a Peachy G9. They're amazing. The Ponds, he's got the Lander 2 with the Urban Carver's backspacer. He's got the stock PM2 and S45 and the Olight Arkfeld Pro. That's a solid shot right there. Nice, clear. You got a good view of everything. I dig it, man. I dig it. Very nice. Bluetooth blades with the Herman. That's the Herman Dragonfly, right? Freaking Hermans have been blowing up the spot this year. They've been at the top of a lot of people's Grail lists. They've been absolutely killing it, you know, straight from Polish Customs. Every time I see one, it needles at me because I don't want to pay tariffs. I don't want to pay tariffs, which means that if I get one, I have to get one from DLT. But, you know, like they're expensive everywhere. Bluetooth Blades also has a Ooh, yeah. He's got the XM18 with the Horsehead tie scale. Very nice. Look at that shot, though. I love how the photo actually focused out of the knife and it was like, but look Look at all of this freaking water. That is beautiful with the storm coming in the back. That looks like a bunch of thunderheads. Is that a good time or what? I love storms. Give me a thunderstorm, give me a rainstorm. I'm here for it. I love it. That's a fantastic shot. I'm not even mad that it focused out of the knife just because that background is epic. Makes me want to be out on the water. It's hot. Put me on the water, coach. Yeah. Excellence right there. Herman Dragonfly. Love it. Let's go Craig Vincent. He's got Spyderco Tenacious tie handle scales. He's got a Demco 80-20.5 with, are those the stock scales? Those look a little blue. Are those stock scales? I think they are. I think so. He's got a benchmade, which I'm awful with benchmades. He's got a cold steel tie light. He's got an FM1, cold steel 80-10, and a Tucson, which I'm not familiar with, but that's interesting. Very nice. Thanks for sharing. He's got, let's see, 747's got this Shaman and CTS XHP in the Rips Garage Tech kit. Look at that. That's got to be those pirate. That milling pattern is called the Pirate Grip. It's not quite the same as the diamond pattern milling. That's what I've got here on this pair of 3. I've got the Pirate Grip scales on my Sage 5 and Rex 121. And I got to say, Rips Garage Tech, sponsor me. I swear. I do so much with Rips Garage Tech. Their products are top quality, but they're not top dollar for what you get. And that's why I'm so impressed with them is that you can get 3D milled contour titanium American made like scales for your Spyderco. And they're like, well, you know what? Instead of charging $300-400, this one's $150. Like, what? It's crazy. Their Pyro Grip scales are, in fact, excellent. He's got a Civivi Elementum utility Elementum, or is that just the Civivi? I don't know. I don't know why my mind went to Elementum immediately. It's a Civivi utility knife. The Nightcore NH12 Pro. Love me some Nightcore. Absolutely. Nightcore makes some of my favorite flashlights, period. Let's go Ed B. That's a solid shot too. He's got the Winter Blade Co. Severn. Very nice. Good cigar and some good beer. Why am I here? Well, I need to be there. I need to go have a drink with my buddy Ed. Nice shot, Ed. Oh man, Gas Station Knives has another one of my favorite knives. He's got the Cortex XL. I've got the same one. Same milling pattern on those handle scales. The Cortex XL is easily one of the best looking knives currently made in the United States. And I will say that, like, there's a ton of really good, aesthetically pleasing American made knives. The Cortex XL is just, it's on another level for aesthetics. It also has one of the best hollow grinds that I've seen in person. Love that. And what is this? It's a Rosecraft blade. I can't identify Rosecraft blades to save my life. I'm sorry. I try, but I can't. Ooh, look at that. TC Blades with an excellent shot. Man, you guys have really stepped up your photography game here in the Pocket Check. Look at that. Is that a stubby? Is that a stubby Tanso? Gosh, that's good looking. Look at that. Titanium gunner grip handle scales. And then this guy. I feel like I should know what that is. Thankfully, he helped me out. He's like, Rolls isn't going to get this one. He's tired at the end of his day. He needs to take a nap. The Strider S&G Tanto, beautiful. Generally speaking, I do not prefer Tantos over the drop point variants. I will say this, the S&G Tanto, different story. I love the blade shape. I would rather have an S&G Tanto over the regular drop point or clip point, whatever you want to call the regular blade shape. And the Ferromonster Ferax hand rubbed satin purple with dark matter carbon fiber. Solid, man. Super solid. I'll be honest with you. I think I'd put that bad boy up front though. Gosh. TC, if you ever want to sell that S&G Tanto, you know where to find me. Oh, that's good. Jim never disappoints with the background either. Look at that. He's out there living the American dream. He's got the Tenable Fenrir CDC collab. He's got the CDC Hansen Tanto and the Voyage Bladeworks Outland. Love it. Love it. You got the windmill in the background. Nice green fields. Killer. Thanks for sharing, Jim. Love it, man. Big Jim. He's got the SIG P365 with the WC module. He's got the Microtech Combat Troodon Warhound Signature Series Heretic Medusa Battle-Worn Manual. I've been wanting to get my hands on one of these Medusas. I have. The problem is that it's on my list, but it's not high enough on my list to knock off other things that are already higher on the list. I will check one out. When will I check one out? Not sure, but I will. Love that. The Warhound blade shape is one of my favorites when it comes to microtechs out the front knives. Love it. Warncliffe style blade, killer. Nice carry too. I think I've got that same red dot. Got that same red dot on my Walther. My Walther. I've got a Walther PDP. Love it. And it's great with that red dot. Dazed, he's got... Ooh. Is this a hyphen sighting? Is that a hyphen XL? Snappy. Look at that. Snappy. Love it. We hyphen. I might have to pick one of those up at some point. The problem is that I've got so many knives on my list. I really do. Fred, he's got the David Clark Grunt coffee can Buck 110 external thumb stud SDK Anthem with a Wicked Damascus blade. On my desk I have a KB Knives Pioneer, and I'm also playing with and using wild texture milling patterns. Okay, sweet. Ooh, that's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Is the thumb studs external stop pins as well? Curious. And then of course the KB Knives Pioneer. Very nice. Very nice. Here we go. I should know this one. It's a concept knife. Stop it. I know you guys are absolutely letting me have it in the chat right now because you're like, we know what it is. You should know what it is. Listen. I know it's designed by Stout Knife and Tool. Stout. It's not one that I've actually checked out. It's the Orion. I knew that. It's the Orion. Sold out. Not sold out. People really like this. I'm calling this the cheese grater blade milling. People really like that milling. It's really cool seeing the edge bevel ride up on the primary bevel like that. That's cool. I know that it's designed by JB Stout. You know, you want to know why these are still in stock? No cheese grater milling on the primary bevel. Like the ones that are left are the ones that don't have that. There you go. Concept. Give us more with this kind of milling on the blade. Who knew that would be so popular? Apparently JB Stout. Go figure. Ian with a little bit of knife flexing. I'm here for it. Fred's got, he says, matching Lamia's, but I only took it out once you showed us. I only took it out once you showed us yours. Then Hayden promptly took it from me. And there you go. Love it, man. I love the Lamia. The Lamia is an excellent knife. I can't believe that it wasn't on my radar before I handled one, but after I handled one, it was over for me. It absolutely was not something I could avoid after that. It says pricing on Mayberry Customs. Oh, they've raised the prices. $7.90. Okay. I was told by someone earlier that they started their pricing out at $650. Interesting. I'm not surprised that they raised the prices. I'm not surprised at all. $790 standard build, any milled pattern with either plain tumbled finish or blast tumble finish. You can do add-ons like $20 machine tumble polished scales, $20 blackened small parts, $20 single color anodizing on any applicable part of the knife. You can do some multicolor ano, skeletonized scales. On scales that beautiful, you better not skeletonize it. I'm just gonna say that. Like, I would not. I would pay you not to skeletonize it. How about? Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. The next thing you know, Mayberry's over here like, well, they're all skeletonized, but if you pay us extra, an add-on is we won't actually skeletonize it. Composite show side. This does not include the material cost, tanto blade, and tanto style scales. $100 inlays. No. I would go with the standard build and then do a single color ano on the hardware. And I would probably go, I wonder if it considers the hardware as one piece and the pocket clip is a different piece. Because if so, that'd be a $40 add-on to get the pocket clip and the hardware anode. And I'd probably go with purple. I'll just be honest about that. I'd probably go with purple. I'd probably do another add-on for the machine tumble polish scales. Thank you for clarifying on that, Fred. I nearly lost it earlier when somebody told me that you could get them starting at $650. That killed me. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. That pricing is more up to speed with what I come to expect from that. Jim's got, of course, the ProTech Cambria. Very nice. Jim Cox, he's got the PM Mac 2, and then, of course, the New Breed EDC Wingspan. Love it. Knife Nut, he's got an 80-20.5. I'm here for it. Very nice. Every single live stream, somebody shows this, and it skips my mind. Every single time. We got 2 Tempest knives right here, although this one is concept branded. Apparently my short-term memory is bad. It's super bad. What is this though? Is that a head? No, that's a Jack Wolf. Got it. Gunslinger? Jack Wolf Gunslinger? You guys got to help me out. You got to help me out here. I know I missed. Ooh, I actually missed a few things on the pocket check. Hold on. Oh, that's on the new knife day. I was like, wow, I've missed a lot. I missed a lot. All right, back to this. Back to this. There's no way that I caught up to everything. There's no way. We are on the pocket check. Cat Scratch, he's got a concept Fenrir. This one with the crossbar style lock and frag pattern milling. And of course an Olight Ultra. Excuse me, Olight Arkfeld Pro. That's not an Ultra, is it? I don't know. I'm not sure. Wicked Dreams got the bestech Seraph, which with what looks like some custom polishing being done. Really like that. Is that a combo design? I think it is. All right. It says the coffee can buck 110 thub stud is one you put on separately. Okay. Got it. Fred's talking about this guy right here. The coffee can. I see what you're talking about. Right on, guys. Guys, that's the live stream pocket check. If you want to get in on the Only Spartans Discord, how do you do it? Become a channel member. All levels of channel membership have access to the Only Spartans Discord. We don't just do pocket checks. We're starting a whole community over there. It's a good time. Once you're in, you're in. So even if you let your membership lapse over time, you can still stay in the Discord as long as you'd like. So feel free to join the fun. Feel free to join the Only Spartans Discord. And yeah, thank you for sharing your pocket checks. Ian says Cole loves me, so he sold me his for a super bro price. Very nice. Yeah, I knew you were gonna roast me in the chat. I know what it is. My brain is just like, it's been a long day. Knife tourist. Ooh. That hurts. It hurts. I do look at a lot of knives. Oh, it's called the coffee can. The Buck 110 thumb stud is one you put on separately. I use it on custom knives to play with a stud and then just take it off, no residual. Makes sense. It makes sense. Ed B says, is the pocket check over or is Roll sidetracked? Do I have ADHD? Possibly. It is possible. Welcome into Chad K. Thanks for being a channel member. The Thunderhead. Thanks, Paul. This is why Casey from Knives Fast no longer watches my live streams. It's like, Rolls is just going to get my knives wrong anyways. Oh, man. What's up, Nick? He says, hey, Roll, just picked up a Mojave on the drop today. So excited for that one. How are you liking yours? Hold, please. Hold, please. So mine is never truly far away. This is mine. I got in early. This is machinist proof number 28. Checking in. Boom. You probably can't see it anyways. Machinist proof number 28. The machinist proof were the first runs that they did when they were really dialing in their machines. Came with the skiff bearings, but did not come with any jimping on the flipper tab. This one has the light wash finish with the fine step milling, and the fine step milling is freaking everywhere. You know what? I just realized if I'm going to show this knife, I should probably be in the regular. Boom. There it is. I love it, man. I absolutely freaking love it. This is easily the most impressive American-made knife released this year. This might be the most impressive knife released this year, period. It's a really bold claim to make, I know. And at risk of sounding like a hype train, I get that. Things that I love about this knife. The fine details are exceptional. The action is the best action that I've felt on a knife. And when I talk about the action, I talk about the smoothness of the blade riding on those skiff bearings. And it's not just because they're skiff bearings. Like I'll say this, you can put skiff bearings on anything. It doesn't always make the action this good. Fine tuning everything does. This is easily still, it's still so good. Every time I handle an expensive mid-tech knife, like for example, this one, I carried the Lumia today. The action is not as good as the Mojave. I have a Cortex XL. The action is not as good as the Mojave. I have a Koenig Mini Goblin. The action is not as good as the Mojave. Not only that, this has a full flat ground blade with a polished edge bevel. Machine-wise, does an amazing heat treat. Everything is dialed in to an amazing extent. The pocket clip has it's a garaged pocket clip. You know, it's got milling there. Like it's not too stiff. Blind screwed. Big old T15 hardware. The unboxing experience is the best that I've experienced to date, period. A lot of times, and you know what? I know I'm going on a tangent here. But for example, the Lumia is an amazing knife. I love it. I have no regrets whatsoever. The unboxing experience is like a lot of American-made mid-tech level knives don't do much on the unboxing level. Like Koenig, they've got a premium magnetic clasp box, and it's nice. You know, Chris Ria hasn't changed up their packaging in forever, and it's pretty nice. You know, you get the lube and the cloth and everything comes wrapped in. You've got the COA. so far, nothing has even touched the unboxing experience of the Mojave. And when you get one, you'll see what I mean. When yours comes in the mail, you'll see what I mean. The best way that I can describe the action in relation to the pivot and the bearings, it's kind of like when you're walking on black ice in the wintertime and you don't know it's there, and someone pulls the banana out from underneath your feet. Like, there's absolutely zero friction. It's an amazing knife. It's an amazing knife, and I have absolutely no regrets. Is it a cheap knife? No. Is it an amazing knife? Yes. I love mine. This one is not leaving my collection at all. Machinist proof number 28. So it's literally a piece of knife history right there. And that's why I wanted to get in early. I wanted to put my name on one that I knew was going to be amazing. So yeah, love mine. I've seen that they've done some really cool things since the initial release. I'm happy that they finally put jimping on the freaking flipper tab. I think they should also offer a flipper delete version, which, for the record, I don't need a flipper delete. The flipper action on here is impeccable. It's amazing. And it's not just an amazing art piece either. Like, I've carried this knife. I frequently carry this knife, and it's a great, great, great carry knife too. You didn't know what kind of tangent you were about to make me go off on, did you? Hey, shout out to Eagle Scout EDC, new channel member. Welcome in, man. If you want to join the Only Spartans Discord, you can find the invite link to the Discord on the posts section of my YouTube channel. Go there, scroll down a little bit. You'll see a post that has an invite link to the Only Spartans Discord. Ed B says, slab, blah. You know what? That doesn't tell the whole story. And I'm okay saying this, these slab style scales are more impressive to me with the mill work and the finish work than many contoured scales out there. Period. And it's not the only slab style mid-tech knife at this price range either. The Cortex XL, not contoured. Not contoured. I love contoured scales, but they don't have to be contoured. So we can agree to disagree, Ed. Be nice. Or you know what? I mean, like, if you want to give me a hard time, I'll show my pair of 3 some more. Nick says, try getting an Oz Roosevelt on the drop, but they sold out in literally seconds. Ended up going for the Mojave instead. You know, I believe that the Mojave is a more impressive knife than the Oz Roosevelt. Oz Roosevelt also not contoured scales. Just putting that out there. Fred says the Mojave is not the knife for me, but I agree with you. Best box setup I've ever seen. That's okay. We can agree to disagree. Their unboxing experience is next level. Fresh says everyone does more in the unboxing experience than Demco, but still love my 8020S. Just buy a Strider knife. They don't even give you a bag. They don't even, like, they just ship it. Strider knives come to you in like a little bubble wrap, right? It's kind of sad. Fire breathing hamster, what's up, man? Welcome in. Says happy to be here. We're happy that you are here. Hey, and shout out to Bill Cade HD, new channel member. Welcome in, Bill. If you want to join the Only Spartans Discord, head on over to the post section of the YouTube channel. Scroll down a little bit. You will find a invite link that members can see on the post section of my YouTube channel. Welcome in, guys. Spartan, kick the like button for the new channel members out there. Joe's Garage, what's up, man? He says, I love my Mojave too. Number 108 here with the flipper jimping. I got into it with a guy, or rather, I saw Machine Wise get into it with a guy on my initial review of the Mojave who was giving them a hard time about not putting jimping on the first couple runs of the Mojave. And the guy was giving the people from Machine Wise a hell of a time. And I asked, I was like, why would you not have flipper tab jimping? You know, like, jimping on flipper tabs is one of those things that's pretty useful. And they said it's for extended flipping sessions, because these knives are so addictive to sit there and to play with, and feeling that action over and over and over again. Like, yes, I get stuck in a loop. But they said that it was to make it more comfortable, but due to the response from the community, they were deciding to add some jimping. So I'm glad that eventually they got it right. I'm not mad at it now. Like, I almost never fail it now. But when I initially got that, like, I was not used to not having jimping on the flipper, and I would fail it all the time. But I got used to it. Not a real big deal. Fred says, the truth is, almost all of my boxes sit in a box in my basement. Better question, has your significant other ever tried to throw out those boxes thinking that they were worthless? I remember I started getting into, I started really getting into the channel, and the knife boxes started to pile up, right? My wife was like, do you really need to keep all of those? I was like, yes, don't touch those. Don't touch those. When your significant other tries to throw away your knife boxes, that's no bueno. Bluetooth Blades with the $5 super. Thank you, Blue. He says, Mojave next on my list. Just get one. Get one. Thank me later. It's an amazing knife. Period. Amazing knife. And no, they didn't pay me to say that. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form. I bought this with my own hard-earned money. No discount, no nothing. I bought this 100%. 100%. And I have absolutely no regrets. Says, you think my significant other goes into the basement? It puts the lotion on its skin. Why did I just think of Buffalo Bill? Don't go into the basement. Got it. Fire Breathing Hamster says, boxes add value. Keep the boxes. If you're collecting knives, keep the boxes. Keep the boxes. Just do it. It sucks because on one hand, like, when you get into this hobby, you get a lot of boxes. On the other hand, they take up space. They really do take up a lot of space. Eagle Scout EDC says, what are the rules here? Am I allowed to talk about knife trades here? Whatever you like, man. I don't know if you're talking about in the live or if you wanted to post in the Only Spartans Discord. Let me show you something cool. As a channel member, hold on. I'll do a screen share. Boom. Okay, so the Only Spartans Discord has a lot going on as a budding community. One of the things that it has going on is, if you look on the left-hand side here, we've got something called the Knife Yard Sale. Look at this. You can list your knives that you're trying to trade or to sell. You can list them here. Sometimes people are successful, sometimes not, but that's just kind of how it goes on the secondary market. I've bought knives off the Knife Yard Sale. I've sold knives off the Knife Yard Sale. To give you an idea, I recently sold my TRM Neutron 2 frame lock. Boom. There it is. That's a knife that I sold recently. Look at that. Look at that. And you know what? This is not one that's in production anymore. They stopped doing the textured carbon fiber inlay on the lock side. You know what's interesting? Here we go into full ADHD mode. You know what's interesting is that my immediate thought was people would have liked the carbon fiber inlay on the lock side better if they had done a camo carbon fiber version. Instead of doing a texturized carbon fiber, right? If they had done, say, for example, a Gecko camo carbon fiber show side and a Gecko camo carbon fiber lock side, people would have gone bananas over that. But instead they said, no, that looks like G10. I don't want G10 inlays. Just give me full titanium. And TRM said, sure, whatever you want. And people love that too. They love the full titanium. That's why those stay sold out. Now they're doing a frag pattern milling on a show side scale too for the Neutron, which looks amazing. I don't know why I'm telling you guys. I probably just show you. Let's do this. 3 Rivers. Boom. So they have a new milling pattern for their titanium scales. And I've been geeking out over these. Titanium scale sets, yes. I think they're sold out now. Frag flat. Yeah, they're sold out. $150. Look at that. Frag milling pattern handle scales. Yeah, that's nice. They should do that with contoured scales too. The fact that they list it as flat makes me wonder, are they going to do a contoured version, or are they going to leave it so the only contoured versions out there are the lizard skins and the pinstripes? Nerd, only 3D option. Look at that. They really need to do the Nerd as a XXL. Like, this is a tiny, tiny knife, but look at it. Just look at it. Can you imagine the Nerd but bigger? They could call it the Fat Nerd. They could call it the Super Geek. TRM, are you listening? Make one that's twice as big as that and call it the Super Geek. I will buy it. I got so much love for what TRM is doing. So much love for what they're doing over there. Love it. I want them to make a big Nerd. And I know some of you guys are rearing up in the chat. I haven't even read it yet, but I know some of you guys are like, that was the TRM Shadow. But not really. Not really. Like, it had the same blade shape as the Nerd, the Shadow did. But the Shadow was a river lock or a crossbar style lock. And they discontinued it. They need to come back with the Shadow. The TRM Shadow needs to come back as a frame lock or as a liner lock, period. Or hear me out, as the first compression lock from TRM. Why not? Why not? If Mayberry Customs can do it, TRM can do it. And you know what? Compression locks are very sturdy, useful locks. I want to see TRM do a button-operated compression lock. I just want to see it. And I want to see them do it on something like a TRM Shadow or something like a Super XL, double X, triple XL Nerd. Oh, man. It says, call it the molecule. I like it, man. I like it. Oh, that's great. Paul says, I've got a bunch of knives I need to list for sale so I can get some new stuff. Do it. List it, man. List it on the Only Spartans Discord. Do it. John agrees with me. He says they need to do a frame lock shadow. 100%. 1,000,000%. Blue says you need the boxes and COAs for peace of mind for reselling. Yeah. 100%. I don't often, like, for example, I don't plan, okay? Like, I don't plan on selling this, but that doesn't mean that at some point down the road, life won't happen and I'll be in an emergency and I'll have to, you know, I'll be out of kidneys and I'll need to sell my beloved knife collection for some reason. Like, I don't plan on selling this, but you never know what the future holds. And God forbid you ever get to that point and then find out that it's worth it's worth 25% less at least just by not having the box and the certificate of authenticity. Like, no. I will create extra storage for my beloved knife collection's boxes if I have to. I 100% will. Paul says about my titanium 80/20.5 used, no box. No biggie though. Sometimes that's just how it goes. Sometimes that's just how it goes. Blue says TRM has some of the best heat treat in the business, in my honest opinion. I'm not entirely sure. I believe I've talked to one of their reps who told me that they don't do their heat treat in-house. They send the blades out to a USA third party to do their heat treat. So I don't think they do their heat treats in-house. That said, they still put their name on it and they still manage that connection. They're not the only ones to kind of, you know, go rogue and have somebody else do the heat treat. You know, Craig Brown does that too. A lot of companies do that. Says you could call it the big dork instead of the holy nerd, the big dork. Super geek. Let's go. I'm here for it. Ed says TRM has the best knives for the price period, except the slab shit. You're killing me, Ed. You're killing me. He says, I wish I would like the look of TRM more. Great value. I think the nerd looks great. The nerd looks fantastic. It's just tiny. It's just freaking tiny. John Blackman, what's up, dude? Welcome into John Blackman. Good to see you, man. Welcome into Ryan. What's up, Ryan? Says got to be the Quark. That's a good point. He says Ryan, the Quark is subatomic. Man, we're getting into the super science-y lore right now. All right. Fred says, I don't get rid of boxes. I just store them far away. Have you ever lost a box? Thought you had it and then lost it? That's happened to me. It sucks. It says, my textured titanium 80-20.5 is a keeper. Anyway, I had transparent knives do a K390 reblade for it. It's a slicey biatch. I need to hit up Brian and have him do a reblade for me on something. I really do. On something. I need it. Nick says, Mike Irie Hollow Grind Neutron 2 with a lava flow carbon fiber has been solid knife in the collection. Yeah. I've got a, you guys have seen it. Hold on. All right. So this is my Neutron 2. They did a very limited amount of these in the DLC with the black hardware and the black G10. They call it a backstrap. It's a backspacer. Fantastic knife. Absolutely love this one. It's kind of a tuxedo get up. And it's broken in so good. Like, this is running on washers. And the action's broken in so good. This one, DLC coated blade, 20 CV. Not Magnica, 20 CV. Love it. 3D milled titanium handle scales. This is sick. Like, this is another one of those knives that I can't see myself selling because I can't replace it. I can't replace it. I don't think that TRM is going to do any more DLC Neutrons. I really don't think so. They've had the opportunity and they haven't done it. But this guy, this is an EDC killer. This is an EDC Grail killer. I said it before, I'll say it again. The millwork on these handle scales is insane. The cutting geometry on the blade is really freaking good. Really good edge and blade geometry. I love the contrast between the DLC and the black hardware and this like raw, almost polished titanium handle scales. No, it's excellent. And if you were to get this by any other company, this would cost somewhere in the realm of what? $650. And even when I bought it brand new with the DLC version wasn't cheap. I want to say it was like $425. But for what you get, it's really good. One of the best everyday carry style knives. And I have carried this a lot. And you can't even tell. The DLC blade, and yes, this is true blue DLC, scratch resistant as hell. The milling on the handle scales also help resist scratches as well. It's not just pretty. Look at that. The shimmer on that? No, it's next level. It lives with my other Grail knives, okay? It's like a member of the family. People ask me, when are you going to sell it? Never. Bluetooth Blade says TS Prof needs to come out with a folder called the X Hobby. What? Oh, man. John says I got rid of my Atom because of the studs. You know, you can tell I don't actually have the bands on here anymore because I don't need them. Like initially the rubber bands on here were kind of necessary because as it was breaking in, it just got uncomfortable after long periods of time. Now it's so well broken in, and the PB washers are so well polished out that now I really just don't need the bands anymore. It doesn't bother me at all to use these studs at this point. I do wonder if you can get replacement studs from like a tie connector, maybe. You just take pliers and probably, I think these got to be just press fit together. Never. Ed says, I don't have any issues with the TRM studs. The bands, like I got them right here. Like the bands, they initially I put them on and I liked them. I recently took them off when I discovered that the action on here is so good now that everything's been broken in that it's not uncomfortable anymore to utilize these studs at all. So, if you don't need them, don't use them. Once everything breaks in, there's no need to keep them on there. Other than that, this is one of my favorite knives to carry. Easily one of my most favorite knives to carry. It's one of those knives that makes it hard for me to pick a top 5 because I feel like it has to be on there. I feel like this has to be on there. Like this is a knife that stretches my top knives in my collection from a top 5 to like a top 10. And that's okay. It's fine. Paul says, I love my Atom and Neutron. Both are the titanium lizard skin. Love that milling pattern. If they do a bulldog like that, Paul. So first of all, I am not responsible for your financial decisions. That said, feast your eyes on this, good sir. You go over here and you're like, oh, it's just the pinstripe, right? This right here is just the pinstripe. No. They have a lizard skin option. Look at this. Stop it. Stop it. $400. $400. $400. $395. Right? $395. $380 if you go with the smooth. That's what they're calling this, is the smooth, but that honestly looks kind of like some pinstripe milling or some fluted milling. Yes, it says back order. These are shipping very soon in August. So you can put your name on one. And you can get it with the lizard skin titanium scales. And so, yes, if you order one now, you have to wait to get it. Yes, but it's not really a pre-order. It's more of a back order because they're shipping it in August. And this is the Rev B. So this is the revision B, and what they've done here is they have improved the deployment hole. I am jonesing for one of these. My birthday is in August. I feel like I have to have one. Yeah. Love it. Absolutely love it. Maybe somebody should tell TRM that it's my birthday next month. Please? Like, can you hook up Rollshambo for his birthday? Can you send him a Rev B lizard skin bulldog? Please. Please. We expect them to be ready to ship in August. Not a pre-order, that's a back order. Put your name on one. Put your name on one. Mike says, lizard skin gets Roll all kinds of excited. Yes, it does. I like it. Bluetooth says, bulldog backwards lizard skin titanium scales. Yeah, it is. It's really freaking good is what it is. The folders I've worked the hardest are all liner locks. Not surprised. Not surprised at all. People underestimate the strength of a good liner lock. Fresh says, the lizard skin bulldog will soon be my only crossbar lock knife I have. Let all of my past crossbar lock knives go. Man, John says, hopefully Mrs. Shambo isn't watching this and got the hint. My wife would tell you that she buys me knives vicariously through me buying me knives. She's like, you have so many knives. Why would I buy you one? No. I'm not at risk of getting it that way. Says I have a Bulldog, but it's the black micarta. It came with the orange Contour G10 scales. Probably sell it. I haven't used it. Put it up for sale, man. These things resell really well. Paul says that dang bless guy got all my money. It happens, doesn't it? Welcome into Matt Maurer. What's up, man? All right. Ed B says TRM what Spyderco wishes they were. I don't know about that. But I will say this. TRM is one of my favorite American knife companies for the clear reason that they own their own titanium company. They're a titanium company that makes knives on the side. Don't get it twisted. They're not a knife company that has a titanium factory on the side. It's the other way around. And so that means that the options are limitless. That's why they can afford to make knives like this Bulldog at under $400. If this knife was made by anybody else in the United States, this would cost twice as much. Easily. But because it's made by a titanium company that also happens to make knives on the side, they can actually utilize their existing processes to bring us excellence at a lower price point. Like, people take that for granted, but it's true. Like, what TRM's doing is amazing. Guys, we're going to go ahead and call it there. I want to thank everyone for joining in, all you weekend warriors, all you Spartans. Thank you to the new channel members. Thank you to everyone who has donated to the channel, big and small. Thank you. We have more content coming soon. I have a lot planned for the Only Spartans Discord. If you're not in there, get in there. For those of you in the Only Spartans Discord, I'll see you soon. For everybody else, we'll see you later.